Hello and welcome. Avion here. This time I'll be going through the test, Final Revelation by Random Studios. Oh god, that was a burp. That was I felt like I spit back up some of my coffee. What the fuck? Yeah. Anyway, I got coffee. And I think... Okay, yeah, Vtuber Studio's good. And... Yeah, there we go. We got the coffee mug. And my... makeup is still messed up, but that's fine. Let's get rolling here. Before experiencing the test, Final Revelation, it's highly recommended that you played its prequels, the test, and the test hypothesis rising before venturing into this experience. Yep, we've been there. You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you play the first two tiles, and this examination will also make them more sense, as it carries on from where the last examinations left off. I would like to urge you to go and play the test, followed by yeah. Understood. I've already played them. Let's go. Let us continue. Please make sure that you answer each question with the utmost honesty and that you take your time to answer the questions presented. Even answering one question improperly may drastically change your outcome. You might come back to answer questions you misanswered, so be sure to take your time. This is of utmost importance. Now loading. I'm ready. When the sun comes crashing down, and the heroes fade away, when darkness is all around, and there is no light of day, I will come back for you so that you never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I will be standing there. Your embrace, so long I've missed. My soul, my love, I bear. And when every nerve has been left a deadened, and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your heaven, as you've rescued me from my hell. Romantic. How very, very romantic. It sounds like some of the edgy shit I would write in my poetry. No matter what happens, I will always love you. Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you. We are going to find a way out of here. Stuck forever in a loop of giving people tests. Imagine the kind of hell being a sentient AI running the BuzzFeed questions. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. You see, closely I've been watching you, studying every breath and every move. A few of my former colleagues you may have met, and a slew of questions you've answered without regret. I may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. Did I hit record? Okay, good. For a second I thought I did hit record. Okay, we're fine. I will peel the emotion from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Hey, that's my zodiac sign. Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wing or devil's hand. And in the end, we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to misery, rot. Take time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may go back. You may not go back. You may not return. Once a decision is made, into your soul 'tis burned. Before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. If your answers lack the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Now, let the examination begin. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Oh boy, all the time. You ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? Relationships, yes. Friends, no. I feel like I've answered another question like this before I hit yes, but I got my cup. I'm gonna say no. I value myself enough to not get into toxic relationships again. Oh boy. You ever feel like your life is going nowhere? I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. I've done a lot. I can't deny that, so no. You ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? Yes. You ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? Yes, that's called anxiety. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Yes, that's also anxiety. Do you believe that your friends always treat you the way you deserve to be treated? Yes, because I pick very good friends. And if they don't, then they're not my friend. It's as simple as that. Are you afraid of being the person last alive in your social circle? Yes. Are you afraid of the existence of an afterlife and what that might mean for you? No. Do you guys feel as though you're wanted in life? Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much how I've kind of kept on this whole time, is because I know others care for me. You ever feel like you just don't belong? No. You ever feel like a burden? Yes. Have you ever felt left out? Used to. Have you ever felt like a failure? Yes. Have you ever felt like you just weren't attractive enough? Like appearance-wise? I don't know, man. I get a lot of compliments. But sometimes it just isn't enough. So yeah, let's go with yes. Have you ever worked yourself sick? Oh yeah. You ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to go to sleep? All the time, buddy. Why are you afraid to ask for help? No, I go to therapy. You ever feel like people often criticize you? No. Not yet, anyway. I'm not that popular. Don't worry, someday I will have the popularity and fame where I get death threats in my DMs, and that'll be the time. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? No. They're also all equally crazy. Do you ever wonder what your purpose is in life? No. My purpose is to someday be a good dad. Or fail. Or at least entertain people. One of those things. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? No. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? Yes, but I don't. It would be impossible to not have a regret, right? But no matter even if you have those regrets, I wouldn't change a thing. Because, unfortunate as it is, my past experiences have made me who I am today. And I wouldn't know if changing any of those things I did in the past would remove the friends I have today, right? So, I'm very blessed to have very good friends and wonderful family. And I wouldn't want to somehow lose any of that by editing the past. So, I'm still going to say yes. But that's generally how I feel about regrets. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Yes. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? No, it makes me feel calm. You sometimes double check that your doors are locked, even though you're certain that you've already locked them. Yes. And I also double check if I have my fucking wallet. Actually, I triple check that. I like literally like I'll check if for my keys and I'll check for my wallet before I leave, right? And I'll open my wallet and I'll stare. Oh, I'll stare. Wait, wrong one. Stare deep into the wallet to make sure, yes, ID there. And then I'll do the same thing. Keys, yes, there. And then I'll put them in my backpack. And then I'll check them again. Sometimes twice, but usually when I do that, it's good enough. If I stared at it hard enough and put it in the thing, and put it in my backpack. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm good, I have my stuff. I won't get locked out, and I'll have access to where I need to go. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? It's moving too fast, man. Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? No. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? And I wish I could think less. And even then, I don't think into the dumbest shit. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? Like superstitious, or like I put up a front? I'm gonna say this is like the latter, like the putting up a front. I'm gonna go no. With me, it's very, what you see is what you get, and what you see is a fucking hot mess that's at least a little bit funny. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? Yes, it's an unconscious bias. It's impossible to really get rid of that, but it's mostly just kind of like, it's like an early warning system. I don't use it to like treat people any differently, right? But I use it to, you know, you generally use that to like avoid conflict, so to say. But however, I don't like judge them on a personal level. It's just depends on how comfortable I feel around that person until I get to know them. And even if I am comfortable, I'm still like, I'm a fucking turtle, man. I got my shield. I'm ready. What the fuck are you gonna do? I don't know you yet. Who the fuck are you? Kind of thing. So I very much just kind of try to sound them out, and then from there I will make a full judge. But otherwise than that, that's just unconscious bias going into effect. So anyway, yes. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. I am high strung, but I am not high maintenance. You can, as long as I am reassured, you can leave me in a box. But hopefully with a book. Please give me a book. Leave me with a book in the box. Reassure me, leave you in the box of a book, and I'll be fine. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? Did I? I'm trying to think if I ever cared about any of the people that did bully me as a kid, or if I just wanted to fucking gut them. No. No. Have you ever been a bully to someone you care about? Yes. Unfortunately. If I ever saw that kid again, if I ever saw this, well, it knocks something over. My mom would tell me about how mean I was to this young girl. It was our friend from upstairs. Her name was, actually I'm not going to say her name. I just know that she said that when I was older, I barely remember what happened, but she said I was so mean to her. And my mom's not the kind of lie, so I fairly believe that I was not the nicest of friends to her. And I wasn't, I was not interested in this person at all. I was, a kid. And maybe like 10. But I do wish if I saw her now, I would just like apologize. I was not the nicest of friends to her. All my other friends, different stories. A lot better off. A lot of my other friends around that age were just kind of acquaintances, I would say. And then a few of them were assholes to me. Wait, bullied by someone you cared about? I could have used that, yes, because I'm thinking about them now. Oh yeah, no, they threw nail polish on my legs and shit. That was... Yeah, no, fuck those kids. Yeah, no, screw those guys. I don't remember there. I remember one of them. Is my black friend, and I forget his name. And I remember when we would go like all bros before us or something. Well, that turned out to be a fucking lie. Anyway. So anyway, though, he went after some hoes. And I'm like, why are you going after hoes? We're fucking 12. Now that I think about it. That was an interesting time. Anyway. What fun you get into as a childhood in a fucking apartment complex. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in the crowded area? Yes. The only low profile I'm not keeping is how I might dress kind of silly. I mean, look at me. You think this doesn't extend to my real life wardrobe? It better fucking do. Usually it's kind of black and usually a bit of color. I think the like brightest thing I might wear is pink, but even then I like to wear like a black coat over it. Like a black and red coat over a pink shirt. So that it's like a bright color on the inside, but dark on the out. Edgy. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? Fuck yeah. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? Yes, you need your alone time, man. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? Oh yeah. I would rather an instantaneous mail, which is a text message, than ever calling on the phone. Or something's ready to confront people even when they do something that bothers you. Kinda. The fear of confronting people is more of like, if I start, right? If I start confronting them, am I gonna be able to hold back? Or am I gonna start beating a motherfucker? So, I'm less afraid of them. I'm more afraid that I'm going to hurt them, sort of thing. So I'm gonna go with a yes. You feel uncomfortable in committing to definite plans for the future? Nah. You ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? Yeah, that's one of the issues with fucking depression. You ever fear that you're failing those who care about you most? Yeah, it's like a normal fear, right, guys? Right? Right? Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? Yes. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? Okay, considering I joined the fucking military, and that when I was 18, one of the first things I did was go to an airport and go to a con, when I had never traveled before in my life. No. Have you ever carried an object around with you that made you feel more comfortable? Yes. Back when I was like the deep depressive days, and I had like no like self-preservation, because I was so like static brained and everything was gray and I couldn't feel anything. I had a plushie. This sounds so sad. I had a plushie, and I would so even though I couldn't like really consciously take care of myself, I needed to keep the plushie safe. So I'd put the plushie in my backpack. So because the plushie's in my backpack, I need to make sure the plushie is safe, so I need to pay more attention to my surroundings. And I started doing that because I almost got hit by a car that was turning right on a walk sign, on a crosswalk. Another person had to grab me and stop me from accidentally getting fucking bulldozed over. So, thank you, other person. I never got your name. But yeah, after that, I ended up carrying that plushie around for a good while. So, yes. I'm not like that anymore, though. a lot better and take the pills. If I told you that I could guess your name correctly right now, would you believe me? Yeah, sure. Well, based on the answers you provided me so far, if I were to take a guess, I would say your name starts with the letter M, doesn't it? You are so off. It starts with an A. That makes sense. Let's be real here. There's literally no way I'd be able to guess your name just by your answers. That would be ridiculous. No, you'd be reading my computer. Besides, all of you humans look alike to me anyhow. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? Yes. Give me my cat. You sometimes believe that your loved ones are lying to you when you say that they care. No. They just have different ways of showing it. And I don't mean that, that kind of sounds like I mean it in a negative way. I don't mean that in a negative way at all. I just mean that some people have different capacity for how much they can do, right? Like, every single one person can only do so much. So you can't really, like, you know, expect the world from everyone. You gotta do shit yourself. You ever feel like you push your loved ones away? Yes, I have, definitely. I'm going to have to stop you there. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. Fucking gosh darn skeleton king. I actually don't have any. Lich King Dr. Seuss have an ass. Okay. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. A series of pictures to give your brain a rest. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out, which will show me what your mind is pondering about. So feast your eyes upon the art. And let me into that precious heart. For starters, are you gonna pay me for a Rorschach test? I don't remember. It's been a couple years since I played this. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? It's not anger. It's not depression. Depression's more gray. Joy's more of yellow. Chaos is very purple. This is definitely not relaxing. It has too many hard edges. Numbness. If it had a more like frayed edges, I would go with numbness. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with chaos because purple. Which word do you feel describes the picture best? Trapped. No. Doesn't really look like any sort of like thing that sucks you in. Probably soulful actually, because it just kind of looks like a thing. It's not broken. It's not manic or broken. It's not manic. I'm not saying it's not manic because there's too much of an order to how everything's formed. It's not broken because it doesn't look like anything's cracked. Chaos was only because of the only things I had available. Beautiful, I'm gonna go with soulful because it just looks like a fucking. It's gonna suck your soul out. What do you think this picture is called? Cali crystals, the portal, soul abduction. I'm gonna go with soul abduction. Is what I just said. Now it looks like it's gonna suck your soul out. Anyway, very interesting. Moving on. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? This one's living between depression and numbness. It's not gray enough for me to really call this depression, so I'm gonna go with numbness. Because it feels like... It looks like how I feel when I'm frayed out of my fucking gourd. Oh hey, there's some purple. I'm gonna go with toxic. I feel like a lot of people would call this toxic though. What do you think this picture is called? Acting away with the birthing blazing soul, destroy darkness within. Destroy your sense. I see. Next we have this one. This does not bring me any joy, but I want to go with things I didn't pick already. I'm gonna go with joy, just because I think it's the yellow is doing it. It's not necessarily mirrored. I don't think it's perfectly symmetrical, but I can't really tell. So I'm gonna go with twin. What do you think this picture is called? Datacron. I see you. Reflection of the universe. Shattered worlds. I'll say Datacron. That sounds cool. Noted. Fucking Rorschach test, have an ass. Take a look at this one. What motion do you feel most is most present in this picture? This one's relaxing because it kind of makes me think of like the sun in a forest. Gateway, staircase, heavenly, unknown, fast, open. Fucking staircase to heaven. Let's go say open. Light at the end of the tunnel. Don't go! Portal, dimensional door, stairway to heaven. The rabbit hole. A lot of door things. I wouldn't really even call it a door. Well, I did say stairway to heaven earlier. That's peculiar. And how about this one? What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Okay, this one's more depression. It's not as gray as I would like it, but I'm gonna call it depression. Abyssal. Shrouded misery. I'll make note of that. And this here. All these things that I feel like are supposed to give people some, like, joy or relaxation, they just give me fucking anxiety. It's getting stared down by God. Anger. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Cyclops. What do you think this picture is called? I guess mind's eye? A shining light. Masking sounds cool. I'm gonna go with the masking. I see. Now this one. Oh, this one is very angry. Maybe. Yeah, Angie. Where do you feel it's got planetary collide? I'm going to collide. You think this picture is called Growth Seed? Mother Nature's gift, forming Earth with me again. An angry angelic touch. It's the finishing move of the anime protagonist. Angelic touch. How about this? Yeah, a lot of these. I'm going to say this might be a remnant of good old father's inherited pyromania, even though I swear I haven't set any fire since I was a kid. And when I did, I was in a sink. Controlled flame. With a water faucet, just in case. You have to understand, I was like 7. Anyway. Let's go with, I'm gonna say relaxation, because it looks like fire, and fire very calming for me. She's probably fucking inverted for people probably getting, like, anger from this. I'm gonna call it brimstone, because that's, like, the most... Like I said, a lot of people are gonna probably think anger from this. What do you think this picture is called? Fucking rage incarnate. And I said relaxing. Then again, I'm the kind of person that will sleep to heavy metal. Just gonna call it Arcing Blaze. That's interesting that you say that. How about this one here? Ooh. I'm going with numb. Because the reason I said numbness is because it's like an eye thing and it just looks very robotic. So there's like no motion. Analyzing. I think this picture is called Stratosphere, Life Projector, Matrix Watcher. Matrix Watcher! I'll make note of that. Yeah, it's staring at us. And glitching the simulations, all of us. Right. Now this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I don't know why, looking at this one makes me feel sleepy. I'm gonna go relax it. Ah, that's probably why, because it makes me think of the ocean. What do you think this picture is called? Endless Sea. Interesting. The ocean is very, very calming to me. Even though it's also, at the same point, very fucking terrifying. Being in the ocean, scary. Being on the ocean, no. Being in the ocean, also kind of not scary, if you're just kind of like on the surface, and you have the right equipment. But being near things that live in the ocean, fuck. Also parasites. Take a look at this. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Ooh. Chaos. It's the purple again. Broken. Disfigured? Anarchy? Puzzle. Chaotic puzzle. What do you think this picture is called? Deciphering. Crystalverse. Planar Zone. Picasso face. Planar Zone. Huh. We're almost done. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Depression. Where do you feel it describes this picture most? Melting. Or like drool. Drool. No. Drool. Yes. What do you think this picture is called? The Jowls of Death. Planet Cradle. Planet Forming. Dark Lights. The Sludge. Interesting choice. Let's see here. Man, there's more of these? I don't remember any of these. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? It looks like a trident or like a bow shooting downward. Dang, I'm getting striked down. Crown? Sword? Laser? I'm gonna go with I'm going with laser. Because I said like a bow. Sonic Boom, Red Angel, Solar Blade, Broken Seal, Disintegration Chamber. Disintegration Chamber, because I said laser and I said it looks like it's shooting down. Alright. And just a few more. I am going to wear your crown as a fucking penis hat. Wait, what emotion do you feel is present in this picture? Joy. Pearl. Marble of Time. Marble of Time. That's surprising. But I feel joyful about time. Almost finished. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? This seems far away. kind of relaxing. What word do you feel describes picture is? Gaseous, chaos, warped wave, nebula. Height, porous forms, light-breaking solar space, leaves up close. Verdant path. Go verdant path. Very good. Last one. Oh, thank God. What emotion do you think is present in this picture? Anxiety. You don't give me that as an option. I'm gonna go relaxing again, because it kind of looks like the surface tension of water. Music, choir, voice, hollow, solitary, void. Go with choir. Everything in this picture is called The Sound of Silence? I feel like there's been multiple song names. Empty World. Warp Tunnel. Notes of Harmony. A Static Field. Notes of Harmony. I think that about wraps it up. The answers have been documented well. Deep into your subconscious they dwell. But I have not finished with you yet. There are still some truths that have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. So let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get to my fill. This next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty, I do implore. Let us begin. 1 year. You're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays, so you decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. You are absolutely the worst kind of person that you gift people fucking lottery tickets. Like, this would be like a white elephant maybe gag gift you would give to like your drunk uncle that likes to scratch tickets. Not everyone in your family. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought a present for out of moral obligation. They plan to keep money all for themselves. As they feel like it was their ticket, how does that make you feel? I mean, indifferent, I guess. I mean, it's just, they got the ticket, right? Like, it's not like I asked them to win, you know, it's not, they got it, they won, it's their money, it's not my money. I'm just, good for them, I guess. Yeah, just good for them. Very well. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Why the fuck would I kill them? Would I break them too? I just don't care enough. Let them be happy, man. If the roles were reversed, you were given a lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? Yeah. Maybe? Like, you're implying that I would share it with my family. Like, if it's 100,000? Nah. If it's 1 million, maybe. They said jackpot, so it's probably an absolutely astronomical fuck ton that I can just like live the rest of my life on. So I'll just say yes, I would. Not enough that it would affect my ability to live for the rest of my life happily, cozily writing books. I don't see why I would need all of it. Let's see. Now you're walking through a forest and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case, there rests $1 million. Alongside the money, there lies a blood-stained note, with only word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does this make you feel? I'm still just like, yeah, I'd rather not. $1 million ain't that much, it's just like one person's life. I'm good, man. What would you do in this situation? considering it was the bloody notes, I'm just going to be like, hey, please, here's a free $1 million, I'm leaving. If they can take that cursed money. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would it change your decision at all? Yes. Interesting. If it was covered in blood, I might. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep, and tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. I don't want the golden fiddle, fuck off. My name ain't Johnny. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he will let you choose from one of 3 glorious bargains. He's not told you what those bargains are yet. How does that make you feel? Suspicious, I don't think the devil truly exists. Intrigued, I wonder what he's willing to offer me. Get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't even gonna tell me what you have for me? Just leave. The devil then goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe him to truly be the devil, he surely is. And to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess and directs you to hell for a split second before transporting you back into your room. That was fun. Where was Dad? In that second, you could feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. And then goes on to tell you of his offers in exchange for his soul to see if you could strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for his soul, if any? Can I go back again? All the wealth and power in the world? Too much. I'll never age but can still die from physical injury. Death's going to be painful regardless, and now it's just guaranteed to be, like, excruciatingly painful. I ain't gonna die peacefully in my sleep unless I somehow fucking crack my back. You can bring one person back from the dead. That's just asking for trouble. None of these are good enough. I'm good, man. If the deal offered you a deal of some other kind, would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? I mean... there's nothing that he could offer me that I don't see myself being able to get myself, and anything he could offer me that would be worth it would be too extravagant for me to even desire. Because I don't want a lot of things. I just want to live fucking peacefully, man. So, no. And eternity is a long time. Nothing's worth eternity, man. Nah, I'm good. I see. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. Ooh, fun. Can't get the shoddy. And you watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill and turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? Not really excited. Don't know how scared I'd be. I mean, I'd be scared if I'm getting my neck bend open, right? But, like, that. The world's ending. Boo-hoo. I guess, yeah, indifferent. This is life now. If you knew the zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now, and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Yes. Why the fuck would I not? Interesting. Because it would just be pointless. You've been working at a company for 10 years, and you've been promised a very important and incredibly lucrative promotion. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago has just been promoted to the position you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you'll get the position, and that he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. How does this make you feel? Betrayed. See, if this happens, I would feel betrayed and I would just fucking leave. I'm gone. Here's my 2 weeks. Goodbye. I did that in CVS, essentially. I'd see people hired after me get more hours than me. I was pissed, even though I was like one of our best workers and stuff. They just kept giving me less and less hours. I needed money. I needed time. They weren't giving it to me. I joined the military. I said, here's my 2 weeks. Goodbye. I'm going to the Navy. Leave. Goodbye. And I had been with them for like a few years. It wasn't 10, but it was still a few years. And the only thing that makes me unable to do that with the military is, well, you see, I have a contract. It's running out. Soon. 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 Anyway. We tried. We also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do in this situation? I'm just quitting, man. If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving, would you accept the position? No, I fucking hate nepotism. Hate it. So no. Let's see. Very interesting. It would go against every fiber of my fucking being. No. You're home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen, and you turn around to realize that someone is watching you through your window in the darkness. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window, and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the corner. Oh. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window, and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the other side of the house. How does this make you feel? Need to make sure my family's okay. Probably kind of want to grab like the nearest fucking tire iron to be like, where's my gun? I know I said tire iron, but that's mostly because my brain wants the Oonga Boonga smack thing. But then my thought after that is, oh right, gun. Lock doors, call police, grab the nearest open house, prepare myself. Lock doors, call police, I guess. I mean, he wasn't really doing anything weird. He's just being a fucking creep staring through the window. It might have been just a homeless man. Happens more often than you think, especially if you're not on the second floor and you live on the first floor. Yeah. Go check, see if everyone's good. What you see on the window is the face of a supernatural entity, not the human being. Would your answers change at all? Nah. I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. You see, even if it's a supernatural being, if I'm still shooting it or hitting it with a tire iron, well, fuck. If I just see it phase through, I'm like, well, this is a pickle. And I might die soon. You're not feeling all too well, so you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests, and gets back to you shortly after to announce some grave news. It turns out that you contracted an incredibly rare illness that there is currently no cure for. The illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that less than half a year from now, you'll be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You'll need to be kept alive on a feeding tube and never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again, just being kept alive on machines in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in that state, or would you rather have the plug pulled when that happens? Just fucking kill me. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while you're still mobile? Just be with my friends and family, man. It's gonna go by so quick, but then I'm just dead. There are diseases out there that can put you in that sort of unfortunate situation. Is knowing this motivated you to do things that you've never done before and pursue more from life? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point in time? That's really change anything, man. No, I already kind of just live the best I can, dude. You can't really ask much more of me. You have a pet dog, whom you've raised since birth. 3 years has passed, and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child. And one day, he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes, and you still haven't seen any trace of your four-legged friend, until one morning, you wake to the sound of a familiar barking. You rush outside to find your elderly neighbor in his late 80s. He's out on his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He has named the beast Johnny, and you and your dog seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there to hug your dog, and he excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor says Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy, about your age, but he's come back. Johnny has come back and we're together again. Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple months prior to finding your dog. This dementia has caused him to believe that your dog, Johnny, is his old dog from his childhood coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy and well looked after. And you know that telling the old man that it isn't really his dog and that it's your dog would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that it isn't his dog and take Johnny home with you? Or will you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily to play and go for walks? With me, it's a cat. I would not have the heart to break an old man in his final days. As much as I love my cat or my dog, they are taking good care of them. And it's not like I want to see them ever again. And my dog is staying with them for a reason, and he hasn't come back home for a reason. So, taking care of this old man is what he's decided to do. So, let the old man keep my dog. Does this story make you feel sad at all? Fuck yes! Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life, and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone? And potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again. Yes, I can. Next question. That was a rough one. Fuck. Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer, and you fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you their latest victim. More likely than you think. Now let's also say that you've been given a unique opportunity in the afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you're bound to two potential options, and only two. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially save lives in the process, or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. You are bound to whichever option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living, or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which one would you choose? I am a very petty person. So, I am going to torment my killer until they are dead. So, I'm gonna haunt my killer, dude. Do you think you have what it takes inside to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? Yes. You believe that this scenario is possible, I don't see why not. If this situation happened to a friend or family member and they were just killed, what situation would you rather them choose? The only reason I'm not going with the friends and the family thing is because we will all eventually be in the same fucking place, dude. And if I'm constantly trying to push fates in their direction as a ghost, then I'm not giving them enough credit that they can fucking live their life, dude. So I'd rather go hunt down that fucker. Next question. One night you go to sleep and get a good rest that feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in a familiar room, in an unfamiliar bed, You look in the mirror and you hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on the television screen that says, "Press play." So you oblige the note and hit the play button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all of your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they all seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to a severe head injury— oh yeah, this is like several movie stories and it's kind of happened to some people, isn't it? Due to a severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours, so each day when you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is wiped entirely. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching this video every single day so you know what's going on and can continue to progress your life, even though you won't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living as you had been, repeating the same day over and over again, and living in ignorant bliss. I'd rather watch the video every day. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years, even though they felt like it was for your own good? Nah. They did what they tried to do. If your best friend was in this situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth, or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy, and for letting them know the truth? Yeah, make it a video, man. They need to know. I'll take note of your answer. You've come to find, through frantic digging in the attic and the reading of old files and newspapers, that your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find out that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they've not even related to you at all. From what you can gather through your new discoveries, the story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went to a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the events of the loss of their parents once the trance had worn off, that they repressed the memory of their parents' deaths, blocking it completely from their mind. Two psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising that child to be a fully functional adult, while playing the role of the child's real parents to further gather data and potentially help the child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your parents? Huh? Like, you're telling me I get two whole functioning parents? Nah. Would you be grateful if they gave you a second chance in life? Yes. Would you feel betrayed? No. Would you confront your parents? Nah. If you were in your parents' position, would you do the same for a child in a similar situation? No. No. The reason I say no is because I don't trust my crazy to be able to fix that crazy. I don't think I'm good enough to fix that. Someone else could try, not me. No. Interesting. I have one final scenario for you before we move on. The end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left are post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, coming through towns and laying waste to any survivors in their paths in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive this harsh, barren wasteland known as Planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight. In order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. Hit an underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about this bunker? Or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? Ow. Ow. Okay. If I stay in this bunker all by myself, if I can find it, they can eventually find it. And if they can eventually find it, they can find me in the bunker and kill me. I'm going back to tell them. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in so you could lead a new colony, but exile the soldiers who exiled you, would you do it? There's a lot of like interconnected drama that I am not privy to know whether or not I would do this or not, so I'm just gonna say no. If You're leading the colony. Would you build it based on savagery or and raiding, or would you build it based on sharing and compassion? Sharing and compassion, but you see, we need to have a fucking iron fist and know when to fucking kill people that are dangerous to society. I might be glowing a little hard when I say that. Sharing and compassion. If you're the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just out and found themselves in another station where they found a jackpot food or they're but they refuse to share with you and the colony, would you raid them and steal it for yourselves, or would you let them keep what they found? So remember when I said that if it was just me there, they're going to find me and they're going to kill me? Needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. They're dead. Very interesting. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. But I need more from you before I allow you to rest. A choice here, a choice there. Which would you rather? Oh God. More dilemmas abound from what I can gather. And you will answer clearly, crisp and concise. Will you be selfish, or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love the most, or be abandoned by the person you love the most? I've had the other. I've had one of these, you fuck. Be abandoned. I'll do it again. Fucking fight me. Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted, but didn't necessarily care about you? Or friends who can give you anything, but they feel a deep personal bond with you? Friends with a strong bond, man. Those are my god darn family. Family. Friends with a stronger bond. Would you rather find $10,000 and keep it for yourself, or find $20,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? I get $5,000. Better than nothing. It's more total pool for all of us, and it'll help us more. So $20,000. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? I'm gonna get cheated on with no evidence to prove it. We're going to say that I know, like, this is like without a shadow of a doubt, even though I can't prove it, it's done. I might just be fucking dementia. But anyway, this case, I'm just fucking, I'm out, goodbye. Bye, Felicia. Get cheated on with no evidence to prove it. Would you rather get rich through illegal means, or be poor by living an honest life? Well, the history of my family is kind of that top one with great-grandparents, so they're all dead now. But, me personally, I do live that poor but life. Honestly and sincerely. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pets, or press a button that would kill your favorite Okay. So this is essentially going to end up being between my mother and my cat. I know my mom's old. She ain't that old. See, this is one of those things that I would just... I can't do this one. I can't. Oh, fuck. I would let my mom press the button. Which is either going to kill the cat or kill her. And if I know my mother like I know my mother, she's gonna hit this one. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job or have to fire your friends from a high-paying job? We're both going to get fucking fired. But anyway. The orders are from up top. Anyway. Would you rather sleep with your step-sibling or sleep with your best friend's partner? What? Oh no, step bro. I don't have any step-siblings. I don't want to. But I also don't want to mess up my bro. So, awkward family relations, anybody? I couldn't do that to my bro. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death and let 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers and let your best friend die? I am the few that has needs. Save my friend. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life, or rescue a starving child from a third world country? Who the fuck is this child? How am I rescuing them? What is my food for the rest of my life? And what is this free food can be for the rest of my life mean I'd get shot tomorrow? That'd technically be food for the rest of my life. New friend, I guess? Sup, kid? Would you rather be rich but without family, or poor but with family? Well, nothing changed. Poor but with family. Would you have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy, but have to destroy the money immediately after? Huh? I guess steal money from the wealthy and break it? Then I just wouldn't... I guess I have to steal enormous amounts, so it's going to be a fuck ton. The wealthy will be fine. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime, or move to a third world country in order to be allowed to return home? I literally have a ribbon for the top. What are we fighting? I don't fucking know. I don't think we can even get that now. I think new people don't even get that ribbon. I don't even know what was happening when I joined. But I guess the top one. I guess. Yeah. You're talking to a military bro, man. I guess I'm picking top. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles per hour below the speed limit? I'll get there eventually. And everyone's gonna honk at me. And it's gonna be annoying. I'm gonna put on like the best old man mask I got. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life, or have to have sex every day in order to survive? I don't have anyone to fuck for this. I would die tomorrow. I guess never have sex again. I'm now a eunuch. Would you rather be addicted to a hardcore drug for 10 years but make a full recovery, or addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? You're telling me I get to try drugs and have a full recovery? Those 10 years would be fucking wild. I'm gonna be like Steve-O. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in a perfectly preserved youthful body and have to watch your friends and family die around you, or live to be 70 But die before your friends and family. I'd like to be 70. That's pretty fucking good, man. And all the fears I have mentioned of dying before my family. This also guarantees that my friends and family all live the rest of my 70 years and then some. And some of them are around my age, so that means a lot of us get 70. That's just fucking dope, man. I'm going with 70. Would you rather sacrifice all of your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both of your parents? Hmm? My friends or my parents? One of them's already dead. The other one's old. And if I was my mother, I would just say, yo, your friends dying is going to fuck you up more. And there's a lot of them. It's like 10 people. I would tell my kid to fucking off me. You're fine. You are the reason that I am a successful dad. You live. I die. You know, in a good world, kids bury their parents. As annoying and sad as that is, if the world is good, you bury your parents. Hopefully, you bury them as an adult, right? But it's what was that saying? In times of peace, children bury their parents, and in times of war, parents bury their children, kind of thing. So anyway, parents. Would you rather get acknowledged for work that you didn't do, or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise for it? I guess see, the work hard but never receive any praise is going to kill me. Like, the mental drain from that for the rest of my life is going to be astronomically impossible. But being acknowledged for some random bullshit, that's just one thing. Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by a nun? I would rather punch a nun. Would you rather lose all of your money you've earned this year, or lose all of your memories you've gained this year? I lose all my memories. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. The money is gonna fucking I might not be able to recover from that. I don't think anyone's really able to recover that from that too easily. Yeah. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win $20 or immediately win 10? I'm a bit of a gambling man. Would you rather know how you die or know when you die? I'd rather know when. I mean, I don't think it would even change anything. Right, but I'd be like, oh, sweet, so this is how much time I got? Okay, cool. I can probably plan ahead, plan out what I get to do now. Yeah. Would you rather be blind but able to see crystal clear underwater, or be deaf always? Wait. What if I got goggles and I filled the goggles with water and I just walked around like a fucking fish man? That kind of sounds fun. You're like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, oh yeah, my fucking eyes need to be moist with these fucking water goggles. Would you rather give... Oh, wait, maybe that was not... No. Okay, maybe I had to be fully submerged underwater for that to work. If it was a fully submerged underwater work, then I'd rather just be deaf. Would you rather give up all internet and social media, but be able to travel the world for free, or have the best internet in the world for free, but never leave your house? I need to work. My internet require. I will need to. I'll need work. I'll need the internet for work, but I also. I will never speak to my friends again. Super home, buddy, and I can move my house. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake-infested corridor? Hello, snakes. One of these is like guaranteed pain. The other one is like I'm just kind of shuffling along, trying to not step on the snakes, on the little friendly snake buddies. Because it didn't say that they're poisonous. It could just be like a fucking goddamn anacondas, and then I just trip over one. And I'm like, ah, land on my face. Would you rather be the judge who sentences people to death, or the executioner in charge of killing them? I'll try to make it painless. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you'll always have bad luck? Or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? I feel like that bad luck hex has been casted on my mother. Oh dear lord. I mean, the demon just possesses my body. It's like, oh god, everything hurts. How do you live like this? So I'm just like, oh yeah, sup. Eh. I guess the bad luck, I guess. Because then I have some, I at least then have agency over what I do, right? The other one, if I'm possessed, I'll lose my agency. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone whom you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? I guess. I don't know, man. I'd rather be with someone that loves me than someone that doesn't, right? Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise, or a low-paying job that you love doing? Low-paying job that I love doing. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles to get home? A 1 mile home naked. It's fairly easy. 100 miles, oh boy, it's gonna take a while. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket, or have to grab $100 out of a public toilet? $5 in my pocket. Public toilets, too. Yeah, $5 in my pocket. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again? Or have 100 of your favorite movies but never read a book again? Movies for 100 books. You have no idea how much of my life is spent reading books, because I can't. Doing anything else would be too distracting. I have to go with the books. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything, or 2 hours early to everything? I have anxiety. I'm already 2 hours early to everything. Would you rather find a dead body or witness to a deadly assault? If I witness the deadly assault, hopefully I can intervene, maybe? If it's a gun, fuck that. I'm not intervening. If it's a guy beating his wife with his fist, I am fucking intervening. So I'm gonna go for the witness deadly assault. Hopefully I can do something. Would you rather be able to change your past, or see what the future holds for you? I get fucking precog. Would you rather have one really great friend, or 101 really great friend? Would you rather lose all of your teeth, or lose 1 day off your life every time you kiss someone? Goodbye, teeth. I say this, but I've never kissed anyone, which might sound weird, considering I'm not a virgin, but... shit life. Life sucks. But Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you can collect your money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery? I'm gonna be just not care about my enemy getting the lottery, so I'm just going, yeah, that's cool, man. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? True love, true love, true love, true love, love, love. Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind button? Pause. I could just pause. Pause button. Pause. 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 Pause button. Time pause. Go to sleep. Wake up. I would sleep as much as I wanted, man. Think about it. Okay. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? I'd rather drown. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never having friends again? I guess new friend every day? Because that's just... As antisocial as I am, and as much as I enjoy my alone time, life just is not worth living by yourself. It just isn't. Even if I enjoy being alone. So, make a new friend every day. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save yourself? I have a big fucking family, so, I'd rather give my life. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do? Or have hurt someone you care about, but they'll never find out it was you? Oh. I'd rather be hated for something I didn't do. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? Oh. Worst enemy, here we go. Would you rather only eat food you don't like or give up all liquids except for water? Dude, you don't know how much I love drinking. Not alcohol, but just fluid. Like, I prefer drinking stuff to eating things, if that makes any kind of sense. It probably doesn't. So, food I just like, I'll figure it out. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to music just above the lowest volume? Music on a very low volume. Music at max is just going to... Ow. My ears cannot. I finished my coffee. This feels like a long one. Would you rather meet your hero and find out that they don't like you? Or never meet your hero at all? I mean, does my mother count as my hero? I think my mother counts as my hero. I don't really have any heroes, man. I'd rather never meet my hero, I guess. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life? Or never have friends for the rest of your life? I need both of these for my mental. I need both of these for my mental. I need both of these for my mental. Pets. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life? Live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will be in excruciating... You say this like I don't already live with excruciating pain. Ow, my fucking neck. Ah, excruciating pain, I guess. Thank you for answering my questions, but we are not done yet. We are not yet done. For we have made it through many categories except for one. These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I'm sorry, it's empty, like the trash can. I want to see your heartbeat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. I want to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn all of your love and bathe in all of your hate. So one last time we sit together as we await the final revelation. These are the last questions I have. The last examination, he said as he lied, as he fucking breathed, because there's more testy games, but just not the test games, but there's still test games. Take your time, do think hard, savor every moment dearly. For when I am finally finished with you, you will see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you the most at this very moment. Morbid. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates. Okay. Inquisitive. You ever lie to those who are closest to you? Yes. Wait, did I hit no? It must have been yes. Have you heard someone from whom didn't deserve it? Yes. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Oh, boy, do I have stories for you. Yes. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? As a kid, yes, and it still haunts me to this day. Like, I feel so bad. I am so sorry. But yes, I have, and it has. I was dumb kid, did dumb kid things and hurt animals. Not I did intentionally hurt them, but I didn't know how what I was doing was going to do the thing that it did. I didn't stick anything in a microwave, no. And I didn't set anything on fire, no. But I still hurt some animals as a kid, especially since I had like anger issues. And I hate every memory of it. So yes. Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? No. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. Not actually. We have abandoned a pet on accident. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? No. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you cared about? No. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? I'm trying to think if I have. I could be pretty petty, but I don't know if I've done anything like that. I might have as a kid and don't remember. I don't think so. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wronged? No? I don't like fucking pity points. Piss off. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? No. Have you ever wished for the death of someone who had wronged you? Yes. Wished for, thought about, fantasized. But, you know, that's just like typical heat of the moment angy things. You don't actually, like, you don't, it doesn't get farther than that. You don't act on such things, right? You're just very miffed. It's like you actually have a plan. Anyway, yes. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? No. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? Yeah. Can't think of anyone. I don't have the death note. Like, I'm gonna just say yes, and I know what I'm thinking of, but I feel like if I respond, I might glow too hard. No one political. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? Yes. I forget to call my grandma some weekends. I did recently, But I should call my family more often than I do, and I think about it every so often, and I just can't. I forget. Have you owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? Yes. You ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? A lot of the apologies I have to still give, it's like, how do you apologize to someone for something that happened years ago and it just feels awkward to bring up, kind of thing? You ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? Yeah. But that's just anxiety being a fucking cunt. You ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? Well, I don't broadcast negativity. You ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel you've been wronged? No. Usually because I pretty much always stand up for it. Hell, I've standed up for my friends. You ever feel like you've let others influence your decision making too much? Yeah. You ever wish that you lived a more honest life? I live a pretty honest fucking life, man. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? Not that I know of. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had a chance to tell them something important? No? Because my dad may have died, right? But I did at least get to tell him that I loved him a few times over the phone before. I may not have been able to do it in person. But I definitely did it to him in the casket. I definitely did it to him on the phone beforehand. Did he? Some people might, if they know the whole story, might think that it's kind of dumb, right? That I ever patch things up with my dad, but you know, it's the man had his own demons. The man wasn't too mentally sound. So as long as he wasn't like in my life, it was okay. Kind of thing. Anyway, no. You ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are worthy of your time? Nope. You feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? No. You ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? Not really. You feel like you're living up to your full potential? It's hard to live up to your full potential because you're just burning yourself out. But if I'm living up to my possible best, maybe. No, I'll still say no on this one. You ever let your fears stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? Nah, I'm pretty fucking gung-ho about everything. Go check all the aveonzero donations to Kirsha. Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid that you would fail? Nah. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Nope, I've definitely been rejected. Oh boy. You ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Not really. You ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? Nope. You feel like your friends and family, which like you more, your friends and family like you more than you like them? No? Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? Yes. You ever make up excuses to go out, to get out of going to an event, instead of just telling the person who invited you that you just don't want to go? Also, now that I think about it, going back to the pet thing that I just answered. Do I love a pet more than my family? Well, you see, I don't consider my brother to be my fucking son, right? I don't have like a parental feeling of my siblings. I have a parental feeling of my cat. So, yeah. You ever make excuses as tell the person who invited you just don't want to go? Yes. You ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with your friends and family? Well, I use technology to build stronger bonds with my friends and family, so no. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? I don't think so. You sometimes have a hard time admitting when you're wrong. Not really, not that I know of. You ever place the blame for your personal failures on someone or something else? Nah, they're all fucking my fault. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? Not that I know of. Have you ever sex with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? Fuck you. Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? Fuck you. Have you ever allowed a relationship to degrade because you're afraid of being the one to break? You son of a bitch. You feel like you could have taken better care of your own health? Oh yeah. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something you did? No. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? Nope. Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? Nah. Have you walked out of someone's life without any explanation? No. I've been walked out of. Do you ever feel like you focus more on negative aspects of your life than what you don't have, rather than being grateful for what you do have? No. I'm very grateful to be fucking still alive, considering all the times I've almost died. Have you ever witnessed someone being wronged, but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? I've actually stood up. I can think of like 2 major moments where I did fucking stand up for people other than me. So I tend to, mostly because I'm kind of passionate and I don't think things through, and I get a little heated. And finally, do you feel like you're a good person? This is a very subjective question, and I will say yes, purely based on the fact that people are generally appreciative of my presence. Generally. So I will say yes. Very interesting. That concludes the ending to your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. I'll analyze your answers carefully, and now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. I have expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. I was prepared to tell you your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst news to you, the worst of news to you, to plant seeds of doubt within your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be just as honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I am forever shackled to the truth. What I can deduct from deep within, from everything you've shared with me. In return, I shall share this with you. This is what I see. You've sure been through a hell of a lot in life. The life that you've managed to live and the things you've managed to experience would make so many others both jealous and thankful that they did not go through what you have managed to go through. You are such a warrior. Go Queen! You are the embodiment of what it is to be strong. A lot stronger than you even realize. One criticism I can offer you, though, if any, is that you need to lighten up at times, whether it be on others or, more importantly, on yourself. The burdens of the world are not on your shoulders. You can get stressed very easily. It's in your nature. The anxiety pills like a gush check the bottle. Take some well-deserved time to yourself. You owe it to yourself, seriously. That's what I'm doing right now, bud. There's one major thing in your life that you really need to get a strong handle on, however, and that's your financial status. Not that bad. Better than other people. I don't have debt. It's better than a lot of people. A lot of people don't know how to use a fucking credit card. I have good credit. That's also better than a lot of people. You're not secure enough for your own liking. You're not where you want to be forever. And you know it, dude. I'm in a fucking shitbox of a studio apartment. Of course I'm not where I want to be forever. You still got time. The end of the world's done here. Even though it may feel like it sometimes, you've managed to get this far. You can get a whole lot further with just a bit of more effort. But it's up to you to push hard, true and real. Remember, nothing in life lasts forever. This includes debt, but this also includes fortune. Everything can be turned around in the blink of an eye from one great decision, but be mindful. Because everything can be taken away from you, in that same blink of an eye too. One of those things where it's like humans are very durable, but also not. If there's anything you take away from this, please let it be this. Be positive. Stay positive. Don't let your positivity become infectious. You must spread it around like the plague. You hear that, guys? You hear that in the comment sections? I'm trying to infect you with my positivity. Is it working yet? Do I sound just absolutely brittled with happiness? Are you happy yet? Please be happy. Please be happy. Just a good kind of plague, that's all. Oh yeah, surely. Your secret word is greed. Remember this word. This will come in handy. What was my secret word last time? Because I actually think I have it available. Okay, no, I need to go to my profile. Reviews. See, what I think is funny is that previously when I first did the test, I got greed. Just the first one, I got greed. But when I played it again, I didn't get greed. And now, previously when I did the test file revelation, I got discover. I got Twin Worlds discovered, I think. What that says. So this time I got greed, but I've gotten greeted before, is what I want to note. So I guess I'm a little greedy. Profile error, what? Okay. Back to the game. I just think that's neat. I've gotten a word before. Greed. Ain't that neat? If you received an ending that you've already received before from previous examinations, remember, do not ask you for your secret words prior to taking the test, so that should be very telling. It means something very special. Yeah, see, that's why I was repeating, right? What words I got in the past that I still remembered. So, the fact that I've gotten greed before, I think that is very telling. If your result was the same as something you've got previously, we'd like you to add the phrase Twin Worlds. That's why I added Twin Worlds. Twin words. I got to discover twin words. So, when I did this in the past, I got discovered twice. I guess. And this time I got greed again, so this is still another twin words for me. I believe. If you received an entirely new outcome, then that means you've got multiple layers of things to work on in your journey, or you may just have an extra layer of depth to your personality. Only you will know the answer to that. You've answered hundreds of questions. You've found deeper meanings. You've been enlightened, and you've helped others find enlightenment. Many people have wondered just what the test series is truly about. But it's simple. The answers are always so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about you. The reflection in your darkened screen. The one who seeks the answers. The person who seeks answers. More than being about answers, the test is more so about questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit that you're... burped. Well, and admit that you're human. Just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all the secret words that have been left in the comments. Look at all the thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. That's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables, but they're the most hypocritical set of variables imaginable. We judge each other, and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end. And that we judge them for too. You feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time. Any one of us can fall on the hardest times in our lives at any given moment. We could lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. But one thing that we are not is alone. You are never alone. We're all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all the secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. And perhaps some others know not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them. Just as you'd wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than others. And some of them I wish would suffer quieter. We're all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments, and others are free to do so as well. We've read about how these games have helped you. We've read about how much positivity they've spread. We've read how many people say that their lives are forever changed. And I'll tell you one thing. If even one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it was worth conducting. Every single one of you that left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments, he helped spread the message out to others. He helped spread a positive light in a very dark time for so many people, and those people have you to thank for it. There are so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help those around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're just too afraid to open up about it. But not us. We've all opened up quite a lot, haven't we? We were brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We were brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret word as a symbol of our participation. And for that, Random Studios would like to thank you by not only placing your name in the credits at the end of this game, so the world knows your good deeds in spreading the word and participating, but we've also got another surprise for you. Everyone who has left a comment on our titles and continues to do so on future titles will be put into the credits for our new massive project that we've been working on, but that's not the good part. We're also going to be going through and selecting names from those who leave comments on all of our titles and putting their names right into the actual game and storyline, whether it be a special item, a piece of the lore, or a character named after them, and much more. You've contributed your time and energy and helped others in need. We want to make sure that you're commemorated for your efforts and get the admiration you deserve. Now, as far as your secret words go, your secret words will play a pivotal role in our new project. You will plug your secret words into different parts of your journey, and when they are requested of you, and they will alter the game in a way uniquely set for your specific words. This is an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about your session. It's an RPG that focuses on every human emotion and the decisions we make. How those decisions make us feel. Keep an eye on the future for our main project. Chasing Demons, where every NPC from all of our titles will be representative of a storyline. In a world we get to see how they all tie in together. We helped shape it. We helped make it what it is. And we'll be sure to continue to add more and more players until lore and gameplay as we read more and more comments left on our titles all the way up until its official release. And again, OBS crash? Are we back? Are we back? I think we're back. I think OBS just almost crashed on me. I have no idea what just happened. I guess I'll check later. Ah, dear. And again, to commemorate those who participate across all of our titles, we will be periodically selecting names from all of our titles. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us, and everything you continue to do for the world. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We pray that every single review and comment left for us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do, thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. Word from the developers. If any of these games even say one life, it was all worth it. And that means that you're a part of that. You're a part of saving someone's life. Most people live their entire lives never having done something special like that. Even if you didn't particularly find anything useful yourself from the test series, just by you spreading the word, you've helped others who do find something beneficial from the series who really could use help in their time of need, as shown in a plethora of positive and inspirational comments left on the series as a whole. So thank you for spreading the word and helping so many people who really, truly need it. Some will go their entire lives living selfishly, never lifting a finger to help someone else, unless it personally benefits themselves. I'm sure you've met some people like that in your lifetime, and that's okay. It's a place for all types of people in the world. We need people like that to create balance. We need the selfish and with the selfless. We need the good with the bad. We need the happiness with the sadness. We need it all in order to appreciate what we have and what we don't have. But these games have helped people, and that means you've helped people. If you left a comment, you are a part of this. If you continue to leave comments, you continue to be a part of this. If you've shared this, you've helped someone. If you don't believe me, take a look for yourself and read some of the words people left. For the rest of the world to see, look at the joy and positivity you've spread throughout the world. In such a dark, dark time where people are sick and dying. People are separated by both difference and indifference. The one thing we all have in common is we're all human inside. No matter where we come from and how we grew up. What we've been through, what our opinions and preferences are, what we enjoy, what we dislike, how we judge and are judged. In the end, we're all human. We all feel. We all have the same thoughts, the same feelings and emotions, and each and every person living amongst us has their own lives. Each person is the center of their own universe. Each individual has their own family. Their own friends, their own circle. They mean something to the world. They mean something to someone. Even when they don't feel like it, they do. Trust me, you do. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for encouraging other people to be a part of this. Thank you for spreading something so uniting in such a divisive world. Thank you for opening up your heart and your mind in order to create acceptance. Not only for everyone else, but for yourself as well. Even in our differences, we aren't so different after all. And we're in this world together. Let's make it a happy stay for everyone. Oh yeah, I forgot Markiplier played this. I don't remember anything about Markiplier playing these. I really don't. Then again, and we really hope you get to punch a nun at some point in the future. I would love to. I didn't read that last bit, but I read the majority of it, and it's heavy, man, but I think it's really beautiful, and that's why I wanted to record myself playing through these. Partially as a way for people to get to know Avion, and partially as it's just great. I love these games, and I love the random games. Even if I have a bit of a ambivalent feelings for some of the recent titles where they've utilized AI. I hope they've just used it as a tool. But it's at as an artist, I got mixed feelings, man. But not to take away from this one. This was just special. And I'm glad I got a chance to just sit down and record it for whoever may be listening. It's a I find it as a very beautiful little thing out of the silly that is quiz games. Because this shit do make me feel something, some kind of way. And especially as someone that, has therapy and takes medications. I do recommend just trying some of these games, if you feel like it. See what words you get. I'll keep enjoying them and recording them and playing them to an audience of one, maybe two people. And even if it's just one or two people, I succeeded if I somehow provide any kind of entertainment. And that's why I'm just going to keep trying to do what I do. Even if it's into the void of an audience of nothing, or into a future of an audience of something. Thank you. And I would play my outro music, but it just doesn't quite feel right. I'm gonna set my mug down and just close my eyes. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye. Should probably get to the main menu, actually. Yeah, we're good here.